Hello, my friends. Welcome back to English Unleashed. This episode is a special speaking practice. It's made for you to help you think in English, speak naturally, and build confidence when you talk about your daily life. Today, we're going to explore 20 simple questions about your daily routine. Things like, what do you eat for breakfast? How do you relax in the evening? When do you wake up? And here is how it works. I'll ask you one question. First, I'll give you a short, natural answer. The kind of thing you might say in a real conversation. Then, I'll give you a longer answer with more details, ideas, and natural English expressions. After that, I will pause and give you a chance to answer out loud. You can repeat after me, copy my rhythm, and say your own answer. Don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on speaking. So, find a quiet place or just put your headphones on while walking or cooking. Relax, listen slowly, and speak with me. Are you ready? Let's begin. All right, let's start with something simple. What time do you usually wake up? What time do you usually wake up? The short answer is, I usually wake up around 7. I usually wake up around 7. A longer answer could be, I usually wake up around 7 in the morning. On work days, I get up right after my alarm rings. But on weekends, I sleep a little longer. So I say that again. I usually wake up around 7 in the morning. On work days, I get up right after my alarm rings. But on weekends, I sleep a little longer. All right, now it's your turn. What time do you usually wake up? Say it out loud. I give you 20 seconds. Perfect. You can also talk about how you feel when you wake up. What helps you wake up? Or if you hit the snooze button. Now, try again. I give you another 20 seconds. All right, here is the next question. What's the first thing you do after you wake up? What's the first thing you do after you wake up? The short answer is, I drink a glass of water. I drink a glass of water. A longer answer could be something like this. The first thing I do is drink some water and stretch a little. It helps me feel fresh. Sometimes I check my phone, but I try to not to do that too much in the morning. Now it's your turn. What's the first thing you do? Do you check your phone? Do you wash your face? Do you make coffee? I give you 20 seconds. Great! You could also talk about how that small habit helps you start your day, or how you want to change it. I give you another 20 seconds. You can try again. Here is the next question. Do you usually eat breakfast? Do you usually eat breakfast? The short answer is yes, I always eat breakfast. A longer answer could be something like this. I always eat breakfast. I can't start my day without it. Usually, I have eggs and toast. I also like to have a cup of coffee. Now it's your turn. Do you eat breakfast? What do you eat? I give you 20 seconds. That's perfect. You could also talk about what's your favorite breakfast food? Do you eat at home or outside? Do you like a light breakfast or a big one? You can try again. I give you 20 seconds. You're doing great, my friends. Here is the next question. What time do you usually leave home? What time do you usually leave home? The short answer is, I usually leave around 8:30. I usually leave around 8:30. The longer answer is, I usually leave home around 8:30. I take the bus to work, and it takes about 20 minutes. If I have extra time, I stop for coffee on the way. Let me say that again. I usually leave home around 8:30. I take the bus to work, and it takes about 20 minutes. If I have extra time, I stop for coffee on the way. Now it's your turn. What time do you usually leave home? I give you 20 seconds. Great! You could also talk about where you are going, school or work. You could talk about your commute, how you go to work or school. You could talk about how long it takes, what you see, and how you feel on the way. I give you another 20 seconds to try again. Great! Here is the next question. How do you get to work or school? How do you get to work or school? The simple answer is, I go by bus or I go by train. The longer answer could be something like this. I usually take the bus to work. It's not very fast, but I like looking out the window. Let me say that again. I usually take the bus to work. It's not very fast, but I like looking out the window. Now it's your turn. How do you get to work or school? Do you walk? Do you drive? Or do you cycle? I give you 20 seconds. Here is the next question. What time do you start work or school? The short answer is I start at 9. I start at 9. The longer answer is I usually start work at 9 in the morning. I like to arrive 10 minutes early so I can organize my desk and check my schedule. Let me repeat that. I usually start work at 9 in the morning. I like to arrive 10 minutes early so I can organize my desk and check my schedule. Now it's your turn. When do you start work or school? I give you 20 seconds. Perfect. You can also talk about how you feel before starting. Are you excited? Are you sleepy? Or are you relaxed? Now I give you 20 more seconds. Here is the next question. What do you usually do in the morning? What do you usually do in the morning? The simple answer is I check my emails and plan my day. I check my emails and plan my day. A longer answer could be something like this. In the morning, I usually check my emails. I answer a few messages. I also make a list of what I need to do. Now it's your turn. What do you do in the morning? You can talk about your tasks, your breaks, and what helps you focus. I give you 20 seconds. Here is the next question. What do you usually have for lunch? What do you usually have for lunch? The short answer is I usually eat a salad or sandwich. I usually eat a salad or sandwich. A longer answer is for lunch, I often eat something light. Maybe a salad, some soup, or a sandwich. Now it's your turn. What do you eat for lunch? I give you 20 seconds. Great! You can also talk about where you eat. Do you eat at home, at work, or outside? Or you can talk about who do you eat with? What's your favorite lunch? Now I give you another 20 seconds. Let's try again. Here is the next question. What time do you finish work or school? What time do you finish work or school? The short answer is I finish around 5. I finish around 5. A longer answer could be something like this. I usually finish around 5 o'clock. Sometimes I stay a little longer if I have extra work. Let me say that again. I usually finish around 5 o'clock. Sometimes I stay a little longer if I have extra time. Now it's your turn. What time do you finish work or school? I give you 20 seconds. Great! You can also talk about how you feel when you finish. Are you tired? Are you happy? Or are you hungry? What do you usually do right after? Let's try again. I give you another 20 seconds. Great! Let's move on to the next question. How do you relax after work? How do you relax after work? A short answer could be something like this. I watch a TV show. I watch a TV show. A longer answer could be, after work, I usually change my clothes, make some tea, and watch a TV show. Now it's your turn. How do you relax after work or school? You have 20 seconds. Great! You could also talk about your favorite shows. You could talk about your hobbies or quiet time alone. Let's try again. I give you another 20 seconds. Here is the next question. Do you exercise during the week? Do you exercise during the week? The simple, short answer is yeah. I go for a run twice a week. I go for a run twice a week. The longer answer is yes. I try to exercise at least twice a week. Sometimes I go for a short run in the park. Now it's your turn. Do you exercise during the week? I give you 20 seconds. Great! You could also talk about the kind of exercise you like. You could talk about when you prefer to do it, morning or evening. Let's try again. I give you 20 seconds. Here is the next question. What do you usually do in the afternoon? What do you usually do in the afternoon? The short answer is, I keep working until around 4. I keep working until around 4. A longer answer is, in the afternoon, I usually work or study. I sometimes take a short break to stretch or get a snack. Now it's your turn. What do you usually do in the afternoon? Here is the next question. What time do you usually have dinner? What time do you usually have dinner? The short answer is, I eat around 7:30. I eat around 7:30. The longer answer could be something like, I usually have dinner around 7:30 in the evening. Sometimes it's something simple. I enjoy eating slowly. Okay, now it's your turn. What time do you usually have dinner? You can talk about what you eat, who you eat with, or what you like to do after dinner. I give you 20 seconds. Here is the next question. What do you usually do in the evening? What do you usually do in the evening? The short answer is, I read or watch something online. I read or watch something online. The longer answer is, in the evening, I like to relax. I read a book, watch YouTube videos, or listen to a podcast. Now it's your turn. What do you usually do in the evening? I give you 20 seconds. Okay, and that's it. Simple questions about your daily routine. You can listen again, pause after each question, and practice speaking out loud. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of English Unleashed. Until next time, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.